Recently, when I sat down with Matt Hawn, who is absolutely brilliant and a very, very experienced chief product officer and product leader, one of the things we spoke about is, will they actually pay for it? And I think this is a big problem with product managers and senior product managers and even product leaders. You know, we want our clients to like our products, like our features, like what we're building. And sometimes we ask them, do they want it? But we kind of stop a little bit short of asking them, would they be willing to pay for it? And how much would they be willing to pay for it? So watch this clip. I think you'll enjoy it. And feel free to reach out to me in the comments and let me know. Enjoy.
Will they pay for it, right? I mean, that's the other thing. I think we always forget to ask that question, right? We often ask, hey, is this usable or do you like this? Like, that's cool. But yeah, would you pay $1 for that? Would you pay $50 for that? Would you pay $500 for that? We rarely ask that question as products. I mean, we should be asking it a ton more, right? But really that should be part of the usability testing we do, right? Is this a big enough problem to solve? And is it enough that makes it worthwhile for you? Would you stop using what you're using now to replace this? These are all questions I think have to get asked ultimately. More than just usability questions.
I totally agree. I mean, and it's an area I'm really, really passionate about. You know, I got into, like, many, many years ago, actually before I was doing some other more kind of creative things. I was actually trained at IBM as a technical pre-sales engineer, which is really a sales engineer rather than a technical stuff there. But the interesting thing there was asking, like, oh, you're interested in it? Great, cool. Would you be thinking of developing it? Would you be willing to put in a pre-order? Don't worry if we don't end up developing it, we'll refund you. Yeah. Or whatever it is. But basically what they're trying to train us to do is be a lot more like salespeople, because I think what I've seen, and I've seen it quite recently, is product people, I don't say they con themselves, but they believe the clients. And if the clients are going, yeah, I love this feature's great, I'd love it.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then you go, and they never take it to that next very, very uncomfortable, in their mind, kind of more salesy side, going, okay, awesome. And it's going to be $10,000 a year. You still love it?
Yeah.
Still want it?
Yeah.
And actually, we don't love it so much, really. Like, or the usual kind of, we would struggle to find the budget, maybe, blah, blah, blah. Because I've had so many product people who either reported into me or delivery people, and they're like, client loves it. Client says they love it. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't, whatever. Like
it is. I think it's a particularly senior manager problem, a senior PM or senior product person problem too, right? Yeah. Is you ultimately do have to tie back to those clear goals and business goals. And I had a really great user researcher who's like, yeah, I don't really care if it's viable or not. I just care if it's usable or not. And I'm like, well, then you're only getting part of the story. I can't ship something that doesn't make us money or that doesn't have the potential to add value to the company. And so being beautiful, I mean, I want ponies and ice cream on my birthday, but I don't always get those, right? That's like things I want, all those things. What do they need and what will they pay for are really important aspects of what we get when we have to build stuff. And that should also be a big part of your prioritization process, right? I mean, we hear all sorts of stuff about, impact and confidence and effort scoring. And I'm a big fan of the ICE scoring method, but really part of that impact has to be commercial, right? And I think that more PMs have to be commercial. We have to continue to be commercial. And yes, we're the voice of customer, but equally we're in voice of the customer who's paying us, right? And for the voice of the customer that will return value and grow the company